My boss wrote me up for being at my desk at 9:01 a.m. instead of 8:59 a.m., so I returned the favor when it mattered most. The policy started in March. Our department director, Steven, sent an email to all 14 of us. Subject line, punctuality standards effective immediately. All employees must be seated at their desks by 8:59 a.m. Not in the building, not at the coffee machine. Seated, at your desk, laptop open. Any employee arriving at 9:00 a.m. or later will receive a written warning. 3 warnings result in termination. No exceptions. I thought he was joking. He was not joking. Week 1, I walked in at 8:57 a.m., stopped to refill my water bottle, sat down at 9:00 a.m. Steven was standing at my desk with his tablet. He'd timed it. That's a warning. I was in the building at 8:57. The policy says seated at your desk. He handed me a pink slip. Actual pink paper. Like we were in middle school. I tried harder. Set 3 alarms. Left my house at 7:45 a.m. for a 20-minute commute, but the universe hated me. Week 2, I arrived at 8:51 a.m. Plenty of time. But the elevator got stuck between floors for 4 minutes. I sprinted up 6 flights of stairs, sat down at 9:01 a.m., gasping, sweating through my shirt. Steven appeared. That's 2. The elevator was broken. The policy doesn't mention elevators. Another pink slip. I started arriving at 8:30 a.m., sat in my car in the parking garage until 8:55 a.m. It was insane, but I couldn't afford to lose this job. Week 4, I did everything right. Walked in at 8:54 a.m., went straight to my desk, didn't stop for anything, sat down, opened my laptop, 8:58 a.m., perfect. Then my laptop froze. Completely froze. That spinning wheel of death. I restarted it. The restart took 3 minutes. Steven was already walking toward me. I watched him approach. My hands were shaking. My stomach dropped. That's 3. He said it like he'd won something. My laptop crashed. I was sitting here. The policy says laptop open. I wanted to scream. I wanted to throw my stupid laptop at his stupid face, but I didn't. I just sat there while he filled out termination paperwork. Then he stopped, put his pen down. Actually, I'm feeling generous. I'll give you one more chance, but if you're late again, you're done. No discussion. He wasn't being generous. He just didn't want to train someone new. I became obsessed. I showed up at 8:15 a.m. every single day, sat at my desk in the dark, didn't move, didn't breathe wrong. It was 6 weeks of psychological torture. Then August happened. I walked in at 8:32 a.m. on a Tuesday, sat down, opened my laptop at 8:33 a.m. Everything was fine, quiet, normal. At 9:47 a.m., Steven came running into the office. Not walking, running. His shirt was untucked. His face was red. I need the Williamson file. Right now. I looked at him. What file? The Williamson contract. The one you were working on yesterday. They're on the phone. They're threatening to pull out. I need it in the next 4 minutes or we lose a $340,000 account. I pulled up the file. It was ready. Complete. I'd finished it at 6 p.m. the night before. But then I remembered. I looked at the clock. 9:47 a.m. I looked at Steven. I'd love to help, but I can't access that file until 10 a.m. His face went white. What? Company policy. I'm not authorized to send confidential client contracts before 10 a.m. You wrote that policy in June. I had not read that policy closely. I was making it up, but Steven froze. His brain was buffering. That's different. This is an emergency. The policy doesn't mention emergencies. I smiled, used his exact words. I will fire you. You can try, but if you fire me before 10 a.m., I definitely can't send the file. I watched his hands shake, watched him pull out his phone, try to explain to the client. They hung up. He stood there, silent. His jaw was clenched so tight I could see the vein in his forehead. At 10 a.m. exactly, I sent him the file. He didn't say a word, just grabbed his tablet and walked out. Williamson pulled their contract. Steven got fired by corporate 3 days later for losing a 6-figure client over incompetent time management. I still show up at 8:58 a.m. just to be safe.